Welcome to SDH's coverage of everything going on in USL League One. We'll take you back over the last 7 days and get you ready for the next 7 days in USL League One, diving in and out of Jagermeister Cup and official matchups that will make everything continue to roll forward in USL League One. We got Team of the Week news, we've got player news, we've got stuff, official term, everything going on in USL League One. So going back over the last 7 days, going back to last Saturday, a couple of matchups on the board, and it was at American Legion, Charlotte and Lex SC, a 3-3 draw. CHI Memorial had Central Valley, who's been catching fire recently, come all the way to Chattanooga and get a 2-1 win. 2-2 draw between Union Omaha and Forward Madison at Warner Park and Papel in Nebraska, and at Four Rivers, big win for Northern Colorado Hailstorm, 3-1 over Richmond Kickers. That gets us to our match of the week at Tormenta Stadium and Optum Field. Big matchup, South Georgia Tormenta, Spokane Velocity. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at USL League One, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
On a Sunday, glad to have you with us here in Statesboro, Georgia, as Spokane Velocity comes to town to tangle for Ian Cameron and company. A two-striker approach in this one as Ashmere Spangler, Kermarny Smith introduced back into the team today after not starting the last 12, and Ahmed Longmire not available for the squad in this one. We've seen him a lot in a back three at center back this season. All eyes to the center circle. We're about ready to square off. Underway in Statesboro. There's an old song by Blind Willie McTell about the Statesboro Blues. Spokane Velocity back in tow by Daniel Steedman. But in the words of Cameron, this is a team that's best whenever they're able to connect. As that shot's flared away off the post. Turning in behind was Niall Watson, and the flag's up offside. Whirring away is Spangler, a well-tuned ball. Sebastian Vivas, and just pushed wide. In by Steedman. Out by Lodge. Shot from range, and it finds Peters. What a hit! Aaron Walker, the hometown hero, hammers through and delivers the lead for Tormenta. And they bound to the other end. Spangler flying high.
No foul, no foul. Double.
Held up now, Fonseca. All the way wide. Back into the box, Fonseca! Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Teeth-gritting defending turns to pure smiles on the offensive ends. Fonseca, then Vivas, and then but ultimately it's Cameron Miller coming away smiling there. And right down to the other end, flag down for now. It's Josh Doling wrapping around the keeper and palmed away. Akali and Miller. Andre Miller left for Waldak. Waldak cues a shot. Rebound to Miller. Andre Miller squaring, and that's a goal back. Louis Heel arrives and defies the defense. His team best 7th goal in all competitions. And how big that goal might be.
In first half, stoppage time, goal scored for Spokane Velocity FC, number 10.
Spokane, something to lift their head about into the dressing room, is a stoppage time goal. Makes the task a little bit more manageable in the second half. Just a really unfortunate. His side emboldened. Couldn't find a way through there. Falling for Akale. Akale tests the gloves of Drew Romig this time. He answers the bell. And Tormenta just need to hear the bell. this round of the fight. Not going their way on the scorecard, and that is the whistle. 1/2 in the books. It had much to offer down in Statesboro, Georgia. On the front foot, though, just altering the equation enough was Preston Kilwine. Actually checked that, may have been Jake Dangler coming in. That's a good ball, well weighted. Josh Doling has a go and guides his side back to level ground.
That wasn't left out. That one is the case.
It's the big man, Josh Doling.
In the 56th minute of play, goal scored by...
In need of uplift, thrust into the box from Daniel Steedman. It's a great ball, and it's an even better hit. Jake Dangler arrows it in. Rising above the rest and turning the tie on its head again. Callum stretching the field. It's Vivas onto it. Sebastian Vivas forces a save out of Brooks Thompson. Ball in. Low and driven hard. Tapped on. A miraculous save. It belongs to Louis Heel. In by Heel. Falling at the feet of Doling. Lewis skipping around the box. Doling, what a save! That was belted at goal. Spokane insistent on poking and prodding. Marcelo Lage shaping a pass inside. Azriel Gonzalez cutting away. Gonzalez just guiding it wide. Spokane on a Sunday, hoping some prayers might be answered. Down a goal here. It's Heel onto it, helping it along to Doling. Oh, what a cutback from him. Josh Doling into the box and bouncing in. Ask and you shall receive. Andre Lewis lunges in and launches it just up and over the goalkeeper. Just sublime skill from Doling and a clear tip. Lewis turning the screws. Into the center, Moomba. Moomba! And that's it.
So an electric match, South Georgia Tormenta, Spokane Velocity sharing the spoils. Wednesday, Spokane staying on this side of the continent, go to CHI Memorial, drive up, and then they knock off Chattanooga Red Wolves by the score of 1-0. So big road trip for Spokane Velocity coming to the East Coast in the Eastern time zone. So that sets up your standings, and we will go through all of that, considering Prinks Performance standings are presented by Prinks Tires. Charlotte Independence right now, 13 matches played outside of the Jagermeister Cup, 24 points. 3 teams at 23 points. Union Omaha and Greenville each have 7 wins. Union Omaha has a better goal difference. Forward Madison has 6 wins. All 3 at 23 points. That gets us to 5, and 1 Knox at 20 points. Northern Colorado Hailstorm is at 18 points. Same record as Spokane Velocity, but Hailstorm have a better goal difference. Chattanooga now is in the playoff picture. After they've lost 3 of 4, they're at 16 points, and they have played 14 matches. South Georgia Tormentas at 16 points. They have 1 less win than Red Wolves. That's why they're below the playoff bar. Richmond Kickers right now at 12 points in 10th. Central Valley has won 2 in a row. They've only lost once in their last 5. They have 11 points. Lex SC at 2-6-4. They have 10 points on the season, and they are only really 1 win out of getting into 10th place from the bottom of the ladder in USL League One. USL Jagermeister Cup, and getting into the schedule for the Jagermeister Cup coming up here in just a little bit. And right now it is letting it just kind of lie. So you've got your schedule in league, and Jagermeister Cup is lying in wait as everything continues to roll forward when it comes to the Jagermeister Cup. Right now, you look at your standings in Jagermeister Cup and who gets into the elimination part of it all. 3 teams out of Group 1 make it in. Greenville, Charlotte, and Richmond. South Georgia Tormenta at 5 points is eliminated. Group 2, 3 teams make it in. Forward Madison, Lex SC, and 1 Knox. 12, 11, and 11 points respectively. Chattanooga at 4 points does not make it out of the group stage. Group 3, Hailstorm and Union Omaha make it in. Central Valley and Spokane Velocity do not. And so that is your 8 teams that are left in Jagermeister Cup standings. And that is how we got the wild cards figured out and how we go from here when it comes to determining who gets the Jagermeister Cup for 2024. So really looking forward to that, the race to the knockouts in week number 7. You're looking at Central Valley, Union Omaha. That is a knockout game. Charlotte and Greenville is a knockout game. And that will get things squared away with the Eastern Conference. So those 2 matchups are knockouts coming up this weekend in USL League One. All right, so that gets us into all of the news and notes and everything going forward here when it comes to USL League One. There has been a couple of things to look at. You got your viewing guide. Alfredo Midentz from Central Valley Fuego voted Player of the Month for July, presented by our friends at Konami eFootball. A quartet of goal contributions for Central Valley in his first season as a professional. Leads Central Valley, Midentz does, with 10 goal contributions across all comps, 4 goal contributions in July. Quartet of assists, adding 14 duels won, 7 dribbles completed, 6 recoveries, 5 completed long passes, 2 additional chances in only 142 minutes of play. So Midentz, Alfredo Midentz from Central Valley, Player of the Month for July. No real surprise, Mike Jeffries voted USL League One Coach of the Month for July, with everything that Charlotte has been able to juggle and do well in the standings and in the Jagermeister Cup on both sides. So Mike Jeffries, Coach of the Month for the month of July. Team of the Week presented by our friends at Konami eFootball. Andre Lewis stands out with a trio of goal contributions for Week 16. Spokane Velocity's Andre Lewis is your Player of the Week. 2 goals and an assist when Spokane came to the eastern part of the country. Team of the Week, Jermaine Jones is your Coach of the Week from Central Valley. Carlos Avilas, his keeper, is your netminder for the week. Jacob Kroll, Cameron Miller from Forward Madison and Velocity, respectively. Bruno Rendon from Hailstorm, Derek Waldeck from Velocity are your back 4. How it's listed by the league: Luis Heel, Real Gil, and Andre Lewis and Alfredo Midentz, your midfield 4, and Anton Sorensen added. So it's a midfield 5 this week. So a 4-5-1 gives you Josh Dolling from Spokane Velocity as your forward up top. And bench of the week, it is Brooks Thompson from Spokane, Christian Liu Young from Lex SC, Jose Carrera Garcia from Central Valley, Alexis Cerritos from Lex SC, Atez Juf from Lex SC, Pedro Fonseca from all of his goal-scoring prowess at Tormenta, and Ethan Horde from Northern Colorado. That is your bench of the week for the Team of the Week for Week 16 here, presented by our friends at Konami eFootball. Richmond has signed local product Griffin Garnett to a multi-year professional deal. Once again, keep an eye on the youth movement and all of the academy work that Richmond Kickers do on a daily basis. Multi-year deal repping his hometown club, obviously pending league and federation approval. Chief Sporting Officer, head coach Darren Sawatsky, got to sit down for the signing by 17-year-old Griffin Garnett. 3rd Kickers player to sign professionally after featuring on a USL Academy deal, following in the footsteps of Landon Johnson and Beckett Howell, who signed professional contracts in the fall of 2023. First ever start for the club, season opener against Spokane Velocity. And so Garnett continues to roll, enjoying a standout season with Richmond United U17s in 23, winning ECNL U17 Player of the Year, finishing ECNL U17 Boys National Champion as well. So signing on the line, which is dotted. Big signing for Richmond 17-year-old Griffin Garnett, a multi-year deal. Also on the board in USL League One, quick reminders that what you can watch, where you can watch it, and how you can keep an eye on everything in USL League One. Here's the viewing guide for the USL. We'll go through both Championship and League One for the week. In the Championship, Friday night, FC Tulsa and Orange County's on the Plus. Saturday, Pittsburgh hosting San Antonio FC on Golazo Network. Charleston battering Memphis 901-2 to NA and ESPN Plus. ESPN Plus has North Carolina FC, Colorado Springs, Rhode Island, Hartford, El Paso, the Miami FC, Lou City, and Sacramento Republic is on ESPN2. Back on the Plus at 10 o'clock Eastern, Monterey Bay and Birmingham Legion, Oakland Roots and Loudoun United. 10:30, Vegas Lights in Detroit City. Phoenix Rising hosting Tampa Bay at the corner of 38th and Washington on Golazo Network at 11 o'clock. And also Sunday, Indy 11, New Mexico United, 5 o'clock Eastern time on 2 to NA and ESPN+. League One activity, it is Jagermeister Cup knockouts. Central Valley Union Omaha, that's on the Plus, as well as Charlotte and Greenville on the Plus on Saturday. Lex SC, One Knox, Richmond and South Georgia Tormenta, Forward Madison, and Chattanooga Red Wolves are at 8 o'clock. So it's a combination of knockouts and all of the other league activity going on with USL Jagermeister Cup. So that's your rundown of everything going on in USL League One. If you are in market and can watch the activity going on in USL League One, and recommend it, so that way you can see the next level of players as they try and grow and take part in life in USL League One. If you are in market, can't be there in person, follow along on local providers, and you can make sure that you are kept abreast of everything going on in USL League One. If you are out of market and want to follow along, then what you do is you follow social media, follow along on local providers. You can also hang out with us every week as we let you know what's going on in USL League One each and every week as we go. For everybody here at SDH, I'm just John. Thanks for dropping by. That is SDH on USL League One. Play it safe, everybody. Enjoy the game.